everyone, it's Emma. So today I'm doing the fall time cozy time tag, like fall time cozy tag or cozy time fall tag or something like that. I was tagged by Emily over at Possibly Literate and Anthe over at Anthe's Book Nest. Thank you guys so much for tagging me. I love fall. It is my favorite season. I'm like fall obsessed. I'm so excited to do this tag. And yeah, thanks for tagging me, you guys. How many questions? I think there's like 7 questions and they're all fall themed, so I'm gonna get right into it. Crunching leaves. The world is full of color. Choose a book that has reds and yellows and oranges on the cover. So this one does not have red on the cover. It has orange and yellow, but it looks like fall to me. I think it's supposed to be spring, but it just looks like fall. And that's Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I love this cover. And something about like the plants and stuff. Like there's leaves and stuff on here, and there's orange and yellow, so this looks like fall to me. Cozy sweater. It's finally cold enough to don warm and cozy clothing. What book gives you the warm fuzzies? I have my fall sweater on right now, and it is so cozy. The book that kind of gives me the warm fuzzies is actually a series, and it's The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I love this series. It's definitely one of the first books that I was really drawn into. I grew up reading, but Narnia, I read it in high school, I think, and I studied it in a class, and I loved it so much, and every time reading it, it just makes me feel nice and happy. I don't actually have copies of the separate books right now. I just have one copy that has like all the books in one, and it's really big and it doesn't have a cover. It's just black, so that's why I'm not showing it to you guys. They're nostalgic, but they're also adventurous and fun, and they've got so much magic, and it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy when I read them. Fall storm. The wind is howling and rain is pounding. Choose your favorite book or genre that you like to read on a stormy day. This isn't necessarily my favorite book that I like to read on a stormy day, but it's what I've been reading recently, and that is the Mara Dyer trilogy. I've been reading this as part of the readathon over the month of October, and they are so perfect for like fall, creepy, stormy days. Like, these books are creepy. I've been reading these and really enjoying it. We went through a time when it was raining for like a week and a half straight, and I read the first 2 books during that week and a half, and it was so fun. I love stormy days. I think I like stormy, rainy days better than sunny days, especially in the fall when it's cold, and it's just, there's something wonderful about it, about having a cup of tea and reading a book and like sitting in bed all day. I love it. I do. Cool, crisp air. Who is the coolest character you would like to trade places with? This is an obvious choice for me, mostly because a lot of the characters who I love live in like really terrible worlds. Terrible things happen to them all the time, but not in the Raven Boys. No. Blue Sargent is the coolest. I love her so much, and she gets to hang out with Gainsey and the Gangsey and Ronan Lynch and Adam Parrish and Noah Cherney, and like, come on, that's who I would want to be. I want to run through the forest looking for dead Welsh kings. That's what I want to do. These books are like so perfect for the fall. I don't know what it is. I've been wanting to reread them in the fall, and I've been holding myself back and making myself not reread them because I have a lot of other books to read. Blue is just super sassy, and she's super strong, and I love her. I love that she's not a girly girl, and I guess you could say she's indie. And she gets to go on adventures with these boys, and she gets to date. When I was reading this book, I was like heartbroken that it wasn't real, and I couldn't go into this story and be with these characters. Like, I love these characters so much. Hot apple cider. What underhyped book do you want to become the next biggest, hottest thing? This is not necessarily an underhyped book. I just don't think it has enough hype for the level of wonderful that this book is, and that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Guys, this book, I just finished this book maybe a week ago, and it is already an all-time favorite, like forever. This will be a favorite of mine, and I think it will become a classic in the future. Throughout this book, they describe the circus, and in between chapters of what's going on in the present, you'll get little descriptions of different tents in the circus, and I swear I could smell the food, I could see it, I could feel it. There's one tent, It's a garden made out of like snow and icicles, and I swear the temperature dropped in the room while I was reading that scene. It's so beautifully written. It's got this really romantic feel to it, even though the romance is not a big part of this book. It's one of those books that I will not stop talking about it until everyone I know has read this book. And until everyone in the world has read this book, it is going to be underhyped. That's how much I love it. Coats, scarves, and mittens. The weather has turned cold and it's time to cover up. What is the most embarrassing book cover that you like to keep hidden in public? My immediate thought when I read this question was this one. Maximum Ride by James Patterson. I hate these covers. I hate them less because I was young when I read them for the first time, and these are the covers that they had. Back then, it didn't seem all that cheesy, but now they're just super out of date. I really wish they would do re-covers of these and make them really cool. But because these are the covers I read them with a long time ago, it doesn't bother me that much. So after that, I changed my answer to the Bane Chronicles. I don't know. I really don't like this. I don't really like covers with people on it ever. This is the paperback, and I think the hardcover is prettier. Don't like the guy on the front. Not that I don't like this guy as Magnus, because I think he's a good Magnus, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to be reading this in public. It just looks like super stupid. I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't harsh. I feel like this could have been cool, but I don't like it, and I would like it to stay unseen, especially out in public. Pumpkin spice. What's your favorite fall time treat comfort food? I picked two for this one. The first one is just coffee, like plain old coffee. I don't do like pumpkin spice lattes and that kind of stuff. I just drink black coffee with sugar in it, and I love it so much. The other thing that has been my treat this fall is these cinnamon muffins. They're gluten-free and dairy-free, and I have a lot of allergies, so until recently, I couldn't eat anything like muffins, and I couldn't drink coffee. So this fall has been like amazing because I can drink coffee again, and I can eat these cinnamon muffins that are so good, and they taste like fall, and I love it. But the other thing that I love is pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. I cannot wait till Thanksgiving for some pumpkin pie because, oh man, that stuff is my favorite. Warm, cozy bonfire. Spread the cozy warmth. Who do you tag? I'm going to tag bookroast and silverwolfreads. If you guys want to do this tag, go ahead and do it. But if anybody else wants to do this tag, go ahead and do it. You can even say that I tagged you if you want to. There, you've all been tagged. I really liked this. It was fun to do, especially in the fall because I love fall. It is my favorite season. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll put all my social media in the description box. Like always, if you want to find me on Goodreads or follow my Bookstagram account or follow me on Tumblr. Tumblr is like where I fangirl the most, and you can see what I've been reading because I'll be posting about it nonstop. And thanks for watching, guys. I don't do like spunkin.